It's your boy Wiener here today with another video. The title of this video shall be I've been improving my social game. So, before I started walking dogs, which is another story in itself, but I started working as a dog walker with a friend. My friend created a brand, a company, a startup, and I decided to join them because I needed some money, right? And since I don't have a high school diploma, it's kind of hard to get a job here, even in a third world, even more in a third world country, right? So before I started walking dogs, I was pretty introverted, or more like I had that habit of being shy or the habit of being introverted. Because after you read so much, you start realizing that it's not what you are not your identity, but your identity is your habits, so to speak, right? Humans are highly malleable. Rather, we're like bushes. You can cut them in infinite ways. So I used to be super introverted. So the first month I started walking dogs, and I didn't know anyone, so I was super awkward around everyone. Super awkward because I used to walk my dogs. In the beginning, I walked the dogs with my boss, so to speak, and I would see that he would be like saluting everybody, saying hi to everybody. I would be like, I would feel uncomfortable and awkward around him. Him just like saying hello to everybody. It's super awkward. But that bothered me, right? That bothered me. I didn't know anyone, and I struggled pretty hard to socialize. Like, super hard, honestly, man. I have these periods, I have these periods where I'm more extroverted and I'm more introverted, right? I'm more like an ambivert. I used to think that I was really, that perhaps I was really introverted, but I asked a friend for help, and I asked him for help because I felt like I identified with him a lot on a deep level. I identified with him quite a lot, and I asked him for help for socializing. Or at least I saw that he had pretty good social game, right? Honestly, I was 18. I wanted to have sex like a typical 18-year-old. I wanted to have sex with girls. I wanted to seduce the world. I wanted to be around more girls. But like working out, I didn't start squatting 120 kilos on my back, right? I started by squatting just the bar. Little by little, I had become more social, more extroverted, more comfortable, and the uncomfortable, right? Sometimes it was really hard coming out of bad habits. There's a phrase that says bad habits die hard. Bad habits die hard, right? I've read so many things that I realized that the beliefs that I had were not working for me. And they weren't doing any favors. In other words, I was getting in my own way or I was holding myself back. Right? And over time, I started to prove myself wrong. I started to prove myself that I could be more social, that I could interact with more people, and that I could cold approach girls on the streets, right? After experiences I've gathered, everything I lived, not everything I lived, but over that period of time where I tried to be more extroverted, started socializing more, started saying hello to people on a routinely basis and talking to them and cold approaching girls, I've come to realize that the right people create the right environment, and I guess what my fear was like not being able to connect with anybody, which was not correct, obviously. There's people you're going to connect with, but it's not going to be with everyone, of course. There's going to be specific type of people you're compatible with, that your energy is going to flow, and it's going to be like, whoa, right? It'd be like talking to like a friend you've met, that you've known for like quite a while. I've connected with people, but I wondered like how frequently could that happen? How frequently could I connect with people? And I started to want to connect with more people more frequently. So I craved social connection, or I craved connecting with people, in other words, right? On a daily basis. This is such an improvement from the beginning where I was super shy. And with all practice, I started getting better. Over time, I had more experiences, which helped build my confidence. to the point of feeling relatively comfortable cold approaching girls on the street, talking to new people, and like feeling relaxed when I talk to new people instead of like contracted, right? Because I was absurdly shy. And overcoming this, which I've not overcome it completely. I'm not to the level I would like to, but to the point where I am right now, I'm pretty happy for the results I've gotten. Compared to like I used to not be able to talk to anybody, and now I feel relatively comfortable talking to other people. And sometimes I guess I like this like just close myself in my own world instead of like interacting with other people. Sometimes I'm like that. Sometimes I want to socialize, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to tell my story to see if anybody could relate to me.